What is going on, you guys? Welcome to another Madden 16 video, and today we're going to be doing Draft Champions. And I know you guys have probably been seeing a lot of videos of it lately. I'm sure you follow and subscribe to a lot of people that play Madden 16. Maybe you've already seen a Draft Champions video, or maybe you've seen it on, the live stream that they held today. Well, yesterday. It's midnight, but you know what I mean. Anyways, Draft Champions, it says Madden's brand new way to play. Basically what you do is you start off. We're going to go ahead and do it as we, do the commentary. I'll just tell you guys exactly how we're going to be doing this. You start off here. You could do either a solo draft or a head-to-head draft. I already have a head-to-head draft already completed and stuff like that. I just got to play it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then when I'm able to do a fresh one, I'll do the videos for that, all 4 games, if I can win all 4 games. So right now we're going to go ahead and do a solo draft. It's just against the computer, just to give you guys an idea. If you have not seen what a Draft Champions draft looks like, we're going to go ahead and do it right now. So let's go ahead and jump on into it. And basically what you do is you start off with a base team. Your base team is generated based on what coach you pick. Now, I'm not exactly sure if, a certain coach will give you certain base players. So we start off with Chip Kelly, Jeff Fisher, or Ron Rivera. Let's just go ahead and, Chip Kelly's popular. Let's just go ahead and go with Chip Kelly. Eagles offense and their defense. Let's go ahead and grab that. And we're generating a base team. And then there is our base team down there below. So we have Mark Sanchez, Tommy Bohannon, Stephon Diggs, Dontrell Inman, Dominic Hickson, Theo Riddick. And right here we have 3 people that we could choose from. You have 15 rounds to choose between 3 players, and you have to build the best possible team that you can. So right here we're going to start off with a very tough choice, as we got Muhammad Wilkerson. Very, very good player right there. 94 tackling with 95 block shed and 93 power move. And then also Jordy Nelson. We can go with the threat there at receiver, going downfield, getting some big-time catches for us. And then Haloti Ngata. So for video's sake, let's just go ahead and go with Jordy Nelson, one of my favorite players in the league. I'm a Titans fan, but I do kind of like the Packers a little bit. I have a little running joke that, the Packers are my favorite good team. I'm not really like that, though. I don't go for 2 teams. The Titans are my team. So next pick here we have either Barry Church, John Abraham, or Dwight Freeney. I kind of am a big fan of Dwight Freeney, even still. In Madden 16, he's actually pretty good at 82 speed, 91 acceleration, and 89 play rec. He's going to be able to get to the quarterback, and, he's even going to be able to stop the run a little bit with that 88 pursuit. So let's go ahead and grab Dwight Freeney. Our next 3 choices here are Matt Forte, Matt Ryan, and Nick Mangold. So we could go for, the safe choice at running back. We have a guy that can catch the pass. We have a guy that can run the ball, up the middle, do exactly what we need to do there. But, maybe there's a chance we don't get a quarterback later on and we're stuck with Mark Sanchez. Or we can go ahead and secure the offensive line with an anchor like Nick Mangold. So let's go ahead and do this a little bit differently. Usually I would go for Matt Forte or Matt Ryan, but let's go with Nick Mangold and see how this plays out. We could get, burned at the end, but we'll see. All right, so Levante David, there's a really good player, 85 speed, 97 tackle. I highly recommend. If you guys see Levante David pop up, I would go for him. But we also have Greg Olsen and Carlos Dansby. Greg Olsen, 6'5", 83 speed, brings along 89 catching, 88 release, and 87 catching traffic. I think we're going to go ahead and go with Levante David. Like I said, it's so hard to pass up on him, and we'll probably just move Freeney to the other side. It's hard to, pick 2 of the same position, but at least in this game in Draft Champions, it really doesn't affect you too much if you have to move people around. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We could go ahead here and grab Eric Decker, to secure the receivers. We already have Jordy Nelson, but, getting Eric Decker may help a little bit. But we're going to go ahead, and I think we're going to take Antonio Gates. I haven't played with him yet. He's only 79 speed, but he does bring to the table 92 catching and 90 spectacular catch. So, you can't go wrong with Antonio Gates. And this is probably going to be one of the last years we get to play with him, unless they make him a legend. All right. Ooh, we got to go. I think we got to go with my boy Jason McCourty here. This is actually funny. At 6 foot, 91 speed, it's actually one of the fastest corners in the game. That's like a higher overall. Speed has been pretty much lowered throughout the entire, NFL. A lot of players are not as fast as they used to be in previous Maddens. I mean, Zach Martin would be nice. We already have Nick Mangold, though. And, I think Urschel, I think that's how you say his name, is actually not that bad for being a 71 overall. So I think I'm going to have to go with Jason McCourty here. Cornerbacks are really, really key in Draft Champions. You don't want to have to go up against Mike Evans with, Robert Alford and Nolan Carroll. So let's go with Jason McCourty and see how that plays out. I'm a Titans fan, so I got to go a little bit with a homer pick right there. Brian Cushing, kind of don't like the Texans, but, Brian Cushing's a good player. We also have Calvin Pryor here. Now, like I said, secondary is really, really key in this game. Being 86 speed and 95 hit power, I can't pass up on him. Let's go ahead, grab him. And we're having a really nice secondary right now, so maybe we can improve on that. Chris Long here and Chandler Jones are probably going to be between one of those. Chandler Jones with a 95 power move and brings along 78 speed and 84 acceleration. On the other hand, here we have Chris Long with 76 speed, 91 strength, and 91 acceleration with 86 power move. So I think I'm going to have to go... it's a little bit tough decision, but I think we're going to go with the Super Bowl champion New England Patriots and take Chandler Jones here and see how that plays out for us. All right, getting a lot of different players. Oh, my goodness. Okay, this is a really tough decision. We already have Jordy Nelson. So, Calvin Johnson, Brandon Marshall. You know, Calvin is so hard to pass up here, but I think we're going to have to go with Andrew Luck. You know, we're probably not going to find another quarterback like him the rest of the way unless a guy like John Elway pops up or maybe even Randall Cunningham. So, I think we're going to have to go with Andrew Luck. He's never popped up for me, so it'd actually be fun to play with him. We're going to go with Andrew Luck, have Jordy Nelson, Antonio Gates kind of be the receivers that we go to, and then Derek Carr pops up. Okay, so we could have taken Calvin. We could have had Calvin, Jordy Nelson, and then Derek Carr would have came up. So that's kind of like the risk you take. You don't really know exactly, you know, how it's going to be. There's no pattern. It's completely random. So things like that could happen. But I think we'd have to go with, like, Nigel Bradham here. I mean, 86 speed to go along with 88 tackle, 93 pursuit. That's very good. And our linebackers are looking really nice. So we're going to go ahead and go with him and see how the rest of this goes out. So we have round 11 here. We got Max Unger, Joel Bitonio, and Jason Witten. Already have our tight end locked up. Already have our center locked up. Obvious choice here. Joel Bitonio, 92 run block and 91 pass block. Absolute beast. We're going to go ahead and take him. And, you know, hopefully we can get a running back here coming up soon. So, there he is. Right on cue, we get Niall Davis. And this is actually funny that he popped up. He is one of the best lower overall guys you can find in Draft Champions and in MUT in general. 92 speed, which is an elite speed. That is elite speed this year for a running back to go along with 93 acceleration, 87 ball carrier vision, and 91 trucking. We're going to have to go with Niall Davis, and our offense is looking pretty nice right now. Maybe get another receiver there on the outside, and it's going to look really nice. So, right here we have all linebackers. Which one do we go for here? Now, we have Levante David, we have Nigel Bradham, we have Dwight Freeney. We need someone that could probably play in the middle, and I think Jamie Collins is that guy. Thomas Davis is nice, but I'm not really too, you know, see the strength difference, I don't know. 73 strength to 65 strength, and then, you know, Junior Gillette. I don't really see Gillette as a middle linebacker. Jamie Collins is more of that user player. You know what, guys? I think I'm going to have to go with Jamie Collins here. I think we'll put him at middle, and I think we're going to have a really fun time using him there. So our linebackers are set. Okay, now we got Marshall Yonda, Rob Gronkowski, and Ben Roethlisberger. Do we go for the two tight end setup, have Gates on one side, Gronk on the other? Do we go for Marshall Yonda and have an insane offensive line there in the interior? Can't go with Ben Roethlisberger. We have Andrew Luck. Two quarterbacks really doesn't matter. We could go, you know, we're just going to go with the safe pick here. Let's go with the offensive lineman, and then maybe we can get lucky with another receiver on the outside there, and we'll have a really good, you know, we'll be able to have a lot of good pass blockers, is what I'm trying to say here, to secure our quarterback Andrew Luck there and try to find some deep routes and, you know, have a little bit of a good run game up the middle. So we're going to go ahead and take Marshall Yonda. And now our legend, this is where the legends will come in. We got Christian Okoye, Herman Moore, and Bruce Smith. And if you guys see Herman Moore pop up, there is absolutely no doubt you're going to want to take Herman Moore. Absolute stud, 6'5", 93 speed, 97 catching, 83 elusiveness with 93 spectacular catch, 95 release, 89 route running, 98 catch in traffic, and 94 jump. I shouldn't even be talking this long. It should be an automatic thing. We're going to go ahead and take Herman Moore, and that is going to be our setup. I'll go ahead and show you guys the depth chart, and then the next video we'll have a little bit of a gameplay of these guys and show you exactly why I chose some of these guys, especially Herman Moore. He's an absolute monster. So right there we have an 81 overall with an 82 offense and a 79 defense. And I don't think I really had a really good set of corners. I can't remember. I have Jason McCourty, but let's go ahead and take a look at the defense. We already know how good the offense is. We'll go back to it here in a minute. The one thing you desperately do not want to have is, like I said, you don't want to have like really low overall corners. It's really hard to defend guys like Mike Evans and, you know, Herman Moore and, you know, Joe Horn and guys like that, Calvin Johnson. So, you know, having Robert Alford, that might not be, you know, the best bet there. I probably should have tried to have at least gotten another corner, but, you know, 90 speed, 5'10", having 80-man coverage. He's not absolutely terrible. He's actually pretty decent. I think he'll be all right. I think we'll end up being okay. It's against the computer, so I'm not worried about it too much. But like I said, Dwight Freeney, that's exactly where I wanted to put him there on the line. We have Chandler Jones on the line there, Levante David, Nigel Bradham, and Jamie Collins. I think that'll work out a little bit better than having Collins play in the middle. Collins is more of an outside guy anyways. And then, of course, we have Calvin Pryor and Robert Lester. You know, Robert Lester being only a 72 overall, he actually has some pretty good hit power at 86 and 84 speed, so that'll be all right. But taking a look at the offensive side of the ball now, Andrew Luck, Niall Davis, Herman Moore, Jordy Nelson, Antonio Gates, a really good set of offensive linemen. Michael Orr playing at right tackle. You know, if you're a fan of the Titans, if anyone's watching this and you like the Titans, you know how bad, you know, Michael Orr is, so I don't really need to explain that. But, you know, maybe we'll put, like, Urschel over there or something like that. I don't know. But, you know, pretty decent team. It's not the best team I've ever had, but just giving you guys an idea on how it'll play out. Like I said, next video will be me playing a couple games with them. I'll probably just edit in some, like, Herman Moore highlights, Niall Davis, to show you guys exactly, you know, how draft champions will work. And then, of course, we'll have a head-to-head draft, and then we'll play some head-to-head games, and, you know, just going to be a lot of fun. Madden 16 is finally here, guys. Hopefully you are enjoying the videos. If you are, give it a like, subscribe if you're new. We're going to have tons of videos this entire week, videos out of the ass everywhere, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.